Good afternoon, children. How are you? I am fine. What about you? Okay, all of you fine. Very good. Children, have you done your homework? What I gave you in the previous class? Okay, all of you done. Very good. Now, children, today class. Children, open the textbook page number 4. In the before class, we learn about Nick, how he can do things himself and how his parents help to him. All the things are we learned in the previous class. Now we are going to learn remaining part. Page number 4. See this picture, and at the age 10, Nick tried to drown himself in the bathtub, but luckily the attempt was unsuccessful. I felt there was no purpose when you lack purpose and strength. It is hard to hold on, he said, but with the help of his religion, friends and family, Nick managed to pull through to become an international symbol of Trump over a diversity. When I was 13, I read a newspaper article about a disabled man who had managed to achieve great things and helped others, said Nick. See, at age 10, he was trying to drown himself in a bathtub, but unsuccessfully. He was attempt unsuccessful, and he felt there was no purpose. When you lack purpose and strength, it is hard to hold on, he said himself. He told us, he told readers. One day, at the age of 10, he was drowned in the bathtub, but unsuccessfully. It was unsuccessful. When I was 13, I read a newspaper article about a disabled man who had managed to achieve great things and helped others, said Nick. One day, Nick read a newspaper. In that particular article, a disabled man. The article was about a disabled person. On that time, he said, I realized why God had made us like this, to give hope to others. It was so inspirational to me that I decided to use my life to encourage other people and give them the courage that the article had given me. At the last, he realized, oh, God made me us like this. So he realized. I decided to be thankful for what I do have, not get angry about what I don't. After reading the newspaper, Nick realized himself and he can do. I looked at myself in the mirror and said, he going to the mirror, and in front of the mirror he was standing and looked into the mirror and said himself, I looked at myself very handsome. My eyes was very beautiful. You know what the world is right, that I have no arms and legs, but they will never take away the beauty of my eyes. See, never take my beauty of my eyes. I wanted to concentrate on something good that I had. Next, the challenges in our lives are there to strengthen our convictions. They are not there to run us over, said Nick. In 1990, Nick won the Australian Young Citizen of the Year and award for his bravery and perseverance. See, he got the award. 1990. Australia Young Citizen. He got the Young Citizen award. And once I was in a car and a girl at traffic lights was looking at me interestingly. She could only see my head. So I decided to do a 360-degree spin in the car seat to freak her out. Her face was like, wow, what is going on? She sped off really quickly. I was in a car in a traffic. One girl saw me 360-degree spin. She saw only my head only. She saw my head only. After some time, she saw my whole total body. On that time, she freaked out. Her face was like, wow, what is going on? She sped off really quickly. When she saw my total body, she was shocked. Went away fast. She went away on that place. Nick began traveling the world, and in 2008 he went to Hawaii and met surfing master Bethany Hamilton, who had her arm bitten off by a shark when she was 12. Nick began to travel the whole world. In 2008 he went to a surfing master. The surfing master name is Bethany Hamilton. She was lady. Her arm bitten by of a shark when she was 12. She was amazed, said Nick. Nick told to the readers, she was amazed at me when she saw. She was amazed. She taught me how to surf and I was terrified at first. But once I got up there, it felt absolutely fantastic and I caught some waves pretty well. Nick quickly learned how to do the 360-degree spin on his board, a feat that got him on the cover of Surfer magazine within 48 hours. No one has ever done that in the history of surfing, he said. But I have a very low center of gravity, so I have got pretty good balance. After seeing the Nick, Bethany Hamilton was very shocked and surprised. He was a torso. How he can surf? How surf? And I was terrified at the first time. But once I got up there, it felt absolutely fantastic and I caught some waves pretty well. Nick told, I can swim. And he saw the swimming to the surfing master. On that time, the surfing master realized, okay, you can learn. Nick quickly learned how to do the 360-degree spin on his board. Within 48 hours, he can learn the surfing. No one has ever done that in the history of the surfing. He can do only. Next, he was visiting different countries all over the world. After learning, he visited different countries. The football fan is now a motivational speaker and has traveled to over 24 countries speaking to group of up to 110,000 people. See, he visited different countries and he gave motivational speech to the to group of 110,000 people. He moved Los Angeles in 2007 and planned to continue to travel the world in 2009. He visited South America and the Middle of East in 2008. Kanne, a beautiful young girl whose mother was a Mexican and whose father was a Japanese, attended to a meeting where Nick was the guest speaker in Texas. Kinney was attracted to Nick's message. From the time they were in touch with each other to share their ideas on giving hope to the needy, and they became close friends. See the children. He was going to Los Angeles in 2007 and planned to continue to travel throughout the world. In 2009, he visited South America and Middle East. In 2008, he met a lady. The girl name is Kanne, a beautiful young girl whose was a Mexican and whose father was Japanese. Kanne's parents were Mexican and Japanese. Attended to a meeting where Nick was the guest speaker in Texas. She met in a meeting. Kinney was attracted to Nick's speech. After that, he gave to the message to the Nick, and this going on, they both were friends, good friends. They made good friends, each other, in touch within each other. So, share their ideas and feelings also on giving hope to the needy, and they became close friends. Finally, they fell in love, and their engagement happened in Australia, August 2011. They both engaged August 2011. Nick put the engagement ring on Kinney's finger with his mouth. See. And then said the most beautiful words every girl wants to hear coming out from her man's mouth. Baby, I love you. Nick told to her lover. Nick and Kanne got married on February 12, 2012. See, this is also very fantastic day. February 12 and 2012. And on February 13, 2013, they were blessed with a birth of a healthy baby boy with full body. February 13th, 2013. This is also a very rare number. They were blessed with a birth baby boy. They blessed with a healthy baby boy and with full body. Nick and Kanne wrote an inspirational book. She wrote a book. That name is Inspirational Book. Love with Limits. That book name is Love Without Limits. Love Without Limits. Together, and it was published in 2014. See, 2011 August engagement, 2012 married, 2013 they were blessed with a baby boy, and 2014 published her book. These numbers are all in serial numbers. See, 11, 12, 13, 14. Next. If I fail, I try again and again and again. These words practiced by the Nick. If I fail, I try again and again and again. If you fail, Nick asked us, if you fail, are you going to try again? She asked us. Say children, if you fail, are you going to try again? Yes or no? Yes. The human spirit can handle much worse than we realized. It matters how you are going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? Said Nick. Nick asked to us, if you fail, will you try again and again? Yes. We will try again and again and again until we got the success or until we reach the goal. Okay. I tell people to keep on getting up when they fall and to always love themselves. He said. What he said? What he said? I tell people to keep on getting up when they fall and to always love themselves. If you fall, you getting up. Next, if I can encourage just one person, then my job in this life is done. What he says? This is the Nick's, what is it called? Nick's statement. What is that? If I can encourage just one person, then my job in this life is done. This is the statement of Nick. And some more statements are also there. I read that one. Please listen to the words. Some statements by Nick. See, I realized why God made me like this. Why? To give hope to others. Second one, I tell people to keep on getting up when they fall and to always love themselves. This is also another statement, that is, if I can encourage just one person, then my job in this life is done. So encouragement, when he can encourage one person, then in this life is done, he says. That is the attitude is altitude. Now children, we are going to through the meanings. Drown, this word meaning. In the lesson, Nick drowned in the bathtub. He was committed to suicide. Okay, drown means die by being underwater too long. Next, triumph, a great success. Adversity, a difficult situation. Convictions, strong opinions or belief. Perseverance, the quality of continuing to try despite difficulties. Freak out, the young lady, beautiful lady, when she saw Nick only 360-degree spin, she saw a head only. So on the time she freaked her out, means shock. Sped off, she went away on that place. Sped off, went away fast. Okay children, these are all the meanings of the lesson. And now I am going to give you an assignment. All of you note it down, the assignment. Open the notes and note it down the assignment. Children, note it down the assignment. Page number 4. When I was 13, I read a newspaper. article about a disabled man who had managed to achieve great things and helped others, said Nick. I realized why God had made us like this, to give hope to others. It was so inspirational to me that I decided to use my life to encourage other people and give them the courage that the article had given me. I decided to be thankful for what I do have, not get angry about what I don't. So here and questions. This is the passage and I will give you questions. First question. What is the newspaper article about? All of you? Are you right? Okay. Second question. According to Nick, why had God made him like this? Next question. It was so inspirational to me. It is A. The newspaper article, the chicken drumstick, the electric wheelchair. Fourth question. Not get angry about what I don't. Here I don't refer to A. Torso, B. Eyes, C. Limbs. And the last question. Basing on the last line of the passage, what does the speaker have? Depression, optimism, and sarcasm. This is the passage and 5 questions. This is the assignment, and one more assignment is, note it down. Conversation. Bethany Hamilton and Nick. That conversation is very important. In the examination point of view, this passage is very important. That is page number 5. She was amazed, said Nick. She taught me how to surf and I was terrified at first, but once I got up there, it felt absolutely fantastic and I caught some waves pretty well. In these lines, one conversation is there, that is Nick and Kanne. Write a conversation between Nick and Kanne. This is 10 marks question. Okay, children. And page number 7, the textbook. In the textbook, a glossary is there. All of you go through the glossary and read the glossary. Some more important facts about Nick Vujicic. Nick is a Serbian. He has a double bachelor's degree in accounting and financial planning. He studied in Griffith University. By profession, he is a religious preacher, motivational speaker, director of Life Without Limbs. He is a Christian. He married Kinney in 2012 and is blessed with a child. His first book, Life Without Limits, Inspiration for a Ridiculously Good Life, was published in 2010 by Random House. He markets motivational DVD titled Life's Greater Purpose. He acted in a short film, The Butterfly Circus. The film was awarded Doorpost Film Project's top prize of 2009. This is the summary of this lesson. Nick Vujicic is a torso with no arms and legs. Yet he plays football and golf, swim and surf. When he was born, his father left hospital room to vomit. His mother took 4 months to bring herself to hold him. Yet his parents did their best to help Nick grow. When Nick was just 18 months old, father put him in water. That helped Nick learn swimming. As a computer programmer, Nick's father taught him typing with his small foot on his left hip. Parents joined Nick in a mainstream school. That was a difficult decision, but that was the best decision. Nick learned to feel one among others. Nick moved around in an electrical wheelchair. He had helped all around, but the best help came from within. At times, he felt like killing himself, but his religion, family and friends helped him become an international symbol of victory over weakness. He realized that God made him like that to give hope to others. He wanted to use his life to encourage other people. He never worried about what he didn't have. He thought positively of what he had. In 1990, Nick won the Australian Young Citizen of the Year award for his bravery. In 2008, he began to go around the world. He learned surfing and became very popular in just some hours. He traveled to 24 countries to inspire people with his motivational talk. See, this is a Nick suggestion and message to us. If you have will and nothing else, you can win anything. If we have everything except will, we can win nothing. See, again I read. If we have will and nothing else, we can with anything. If we have everything except will, we can win nothing. This is the wonderful message Nick Vujicic shown us through his life. And what he tells us is, if you can't get a miracle, become one. Okay. Thank you, children. This time is very precious time, and all of you learn through the online classes and gain more knowledge. Thank you, children. Thanks for listening, and stay home, stay safe. All the best. Thank you, children.